Hey, hello, good morning. Today it's Friday, the 30th of July 2021. Here it goes New Milestones, Part 18. First, I want to start that there will be a free promotion for free of my ebooks published on Amazon. If you like my vlogs, you might like my books as well. These books tell my story through stories, poetry, and drawings I made with pastel. From being chronic psychotic and heavy schizophrenic to the afterlife, reincarnation, and God. Very interesting. A very tough journey, but worthwhile in the end, or at least further in time. Getting back on track again. You can get the ebooks via the link down below from Friday the 30th of July until Saturday the 31st of July 2021. So let's start with some thoughts about life from last week. Thinking about the inner feelings getting connected with the spheres from the afterlife, your own inner core, shining bright. You can't feel the energy while talking or thinking about the highest truth of the afterlife. God is real. Reincarnation is real. The afterlife is real. Don't do bad things. It will all come back in future lives. You can't change the course. Moving towards the light, hopping from box to box, in real love. Thoughts create future wisdom, letting reincarnation into your life. Sometimes scared to think, sometimes jumping in joy. The mind is strange sometimes. In the end, it is all worthwhile. Moments in life, a day, a year, and even more. Your inside will mirror with the spheres of the afterlife. Time will heal. It will flow away and you will move on. Doing great things while strengthening your soul. Even when doing nothing, try to be zen. Connecting with the afterlife is the first step. Feelings and thoughts, low and high, they all flow in and out. A good inner core gives satisfaction and peace in your life. Energies we can't see are working behind the scenes for the beautiful future for each and every one of us. We all will go to the higher spheres eventually. From there on, we'll travel with our twin soul to a new planet as energy, bound to new environments. Sometimes you're lost within yourself. Don't be afraid though. You'll come back to your senses, trying to relax more often, not stuck within the boxes of thought, boxes of fear and anxiety, and ending in a fantasy for eternity. That will blown that will be blown up inside you, so it will come to the surface very easy and quick. Losing control. When are you within yourself in peace? When are you in distress? Moving a step ahead of the mind. Time. You should let go of that. The boxes of thought. Not letting go in a fantasy thought. Universal love. You can change your thoughts and feelings. Focusing on other things. New boundaries to discover. People can't always feel and know your inner thoughts and feelings. You should learn that yourself. That is tricky because your inside is not always right. How deep are you? Is it on the surface too much? I need rest. With crowded places, I'm really lost sometimes. Gradations of yourself. What do you show to others? How deep in feelings are you? Within a thought. Yes, it is strange indeed. I'm letting go of my anxiety. It is strange because by letting go, I make it real. Because of that, I'm thinking about the subject pretty intense, like it is the last step of feeling before it will go out into the open. Yes, it is strange indeed. Slipping away, many thoughts come up to make it look real, popping up in the open. I'm within myself. That isn't a bad thing. But I must say that I really like being on my own. It's a Sunday today, an easy day. I'm listening to music, some hip hop earlier on, and at the moment some alternative music. I'm thinking about the feelings I have. Sometimes I'm really lost, hopping from thought to thought, sometimes too intense. I had some conversations with my eldest brother who lives in the Philippines. There was an earthquake recently, but also a rumbling volcano, phase number 2, close by Manila. He's playing games mostly and made a great extension on his phone so he can play them with the joystick as well. Really inventive. I watched some Netflix and Disney Plus in the last couple of days. Started with the Dave Chappelle show. Really hilarious. Even on things that are still for this time. He had some visions that are still accurate. I watched this show more than 10 years ago, when downloading was still a thing. The second series I watched was He-Man. I was a big fan of that show when being a kid. I couldn't remember the cartoon well though. I could remember the toys, the movie, and the clothing I had when being a kid. There is a big story behind the cartoon though. Just watched the part from Castle Grayskull documentary. Interesting to see how it went back then, but also including making toys and a cartoon. Other series I watched were Batch and Rick Morty. Some other documentaries were toys and movies that made us, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Back to the Future. Really fun memories. I also watched some YouTube, like Currently Hannah, The Endless Adventure, Abroad in Japan, Kara and Nate, among others. Other things I did was visiting a friend. I helped him out in the garden for a bit, also had dinner at his place and watched a documentary about Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones. Yes, he's still alive and kicking, doing some solo projects as well. My musical taste was mostly hip hop last week. Tupac, Kanye West, and Jay-Z, alongside John Lennon, The Kings, and Deus Ideal Crash, an album which I have great memories from back in the day. I visited my second doctor today about the high cholesterol and sugar levels I have. I ordered some Y food online because of that. Y food is a company that sells meals as shakes with a lot of minerals, protein, and energy inside of these meals. I tried out some of them and they aren't bad actually. Introduction boxes, only with 5 shakes of 500 milliliter, and another one with packages with powder, which you can turn into shakes by adding water. I already lost some weight before using these new shakes and want to continue with that. The meals have 400 kilocalories in total, and you're not hungry afterwards for at least 3 to 5 hours. I want to use these shakes 3 to 4 days a week. Then I can have normal dinner as well for the other days. A bit healthier though. I also want to start with fitness soon. Not sure if I can manage with that. I have to try it out, I guess. Getting back in shape is a good thing. Anyways, the doctor was really friendly and we decided that I will take some new blood samples at the beginning of September. She did increase my medicines for cholesterol. Because I'm changing my diet on my own, I don't need a dietist at the moment. We can always do that in the future. A week ago, I also had the birthday from my mother. She turned 70 years old and we celebrated her birthday at the local Chinese. My mother ordered some dishes in advance, which were really great. It was really quiet actually, and had a great host who gave us drinks in between the meals. At first, I didn't drink alcohol, only water. Some nice conversations in between. There were many great dishes like sea bass, prawns, beef, lobster, duck, and other great dishes. In the end, I had some red wines, just a couple. We sat there for a good 4 hours, I guess. That was it for this week, an easy week. Hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.